Hello, sewing and non-sewing friends. So I wanted to kind of close out the project of McCall 7575 that I have been working on probably for the past 2 weeks. So anywho, the pants, they're not McCall 7575. I can't remember what these were, but I like the way these turned out. I have a, let me show you, I have a, so I made a blue pinstriped pair. These ones are full length from my waist down to my ankles. The green ones that I have on are boot cut. I'm sure you probably can't see. I got tights on, but I'm going to be wearing these with boots. So this is another project, and I'm definitely going to make these again. But McCall 7575. So this fabric right here, this was actually a dress. It was a really old dress that I got from Goodwill, but I like the print. I like the print. I don't have anything like this. It's kind of a vintagey look, and I liked it. So I bought it and I cut the dress up and I used it as a pattern to make this shirt. So this is McCall 7575. This is the first time I made it. It's not pressed. I think I probably would have interfaced it. Not interface, sorry. I think if I had known any better, I would have put a underlining. Is that the word? Yeah, I think that's what I'm looking for. Underlining. So this is kind of like how the shirt turned out. So the only thing about this shirt that I'm not particularly fond of, and I'm going to take my pants off because I do have pants on underneath. Take this off. Is that, okay, so this is the blouse without the pants on. And here's the center front. And when it gets down to kind of like my gut area, you see that space right here? It's really tight. So it'll work well wearing those pants. But anything else, it is just going to be too tight around my stomach. And so that's kind of how I feel about that one. So let me move on to the next one. So I was making this shirt and everything was going well, and I stopped making it because I forgot that I had made the floral shirt and it had the gapping problem. And so as I was making the white shirt, which is in my previous videos, I ran into the same problem here. And you see that? So I like a very relaxed fit. So relaxed, this is kind of like what I was getting. So, and I had some bunching up in the back. So I guess sister needs to drop a couple inches and I'll probably be able to wear this, or I'm not sure what I'll do with it. But as it is like this, I am not comfortable wearing this shirt with it really taut around the gut. So here is a muslin that I was making because I was wondering why I had a problem with this pattern, McCall 7575. So I got some cotton fabric to make a muslin, and as I was making it, because I'm like, why is this shirt really not fitting me? And so I realized, like, okay, up here is fine. I had to make some adjustment in the arms because I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty tight. And again, I have the gap problem. So that's when I said, okay, I am going to really alter my pattern starting from the beginning. And so what I did was I made a bodice based off of my measurements, and then I laid them on top of the pattern. And so as you can see here, I had to shorten the length of the pattern, and then I had to add 2. And I also cut the bottom off, so I didn't have to worry about the dip around there, because I just like straight bottom shirts. So this is the back. So you can see here, the dart is where it's supposed to be, and I shortened the length and I added 2 the width. And on the back of the pattern, I mean, that was the back. This is the front. Here's the front. I also shortened the width. I actually moved the dart. So let me see if I can find. So here's the original dart right here with the apex right here. So I moved my apex back some because I didn't want it all the way up here. And the dart, I moved it over on my body. So instead of the dart being in the middle, kind of towards like the middle of my body, I moved the dart over to where my actual apex is. And this is the side dart. So I moved my dart, and then I also added all this to the front. Because when I was examining my blouse and looking on the side, I saw that when it was relaxed, that I needed to add more to the front than to the back. And so that was confusing, because when I first started sewing, I heard that you should, whatever you add to the front, you should add an equal amount to the back. And so that always made, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes that causes the fabric in the back to just do a lot of bunching. So in this pattern, this is how much I added to the front compared to the back, how much I added to the back. So let me show you the outcome of these alterations. Here we go. This one is completed. I'm not going to button everything up, but okay, there it is. It's the back. Arms feel great. Darts are where I want them to be. The bust dart stops right here. And I have lots of room. So one thing, so this was lining fabric actually. And what I did was I had this fabric from when I first started sewing. And this is fabric from a top that I attempted to make, and it was a Vogue pattern, and I was very inexperienced. And I made the shirt, and it did not turn out, I still have it. It did not turn out well because I did not know what this piece was. I didn't understand it. And now that I look at it, it's just it's a mandarin collar. That's all it was. But I could not figure out, so these ends here, maybe I could show you the ends of how tattered it is. I don't know if you can see it. Then the inside, just how it's just tattered. I did not know how to put this collar on, and it was a Vogue pattern, and I just love this fabric. And I was moving along. I don't even know if I can even fit. I'm sure I could probably fit this. I didn't do any alterations because I didn't know how. But this collar, oh, I know why. So the ends, it's the ends. I did not know how to close this up. And so this is what, I don't know, like maybe five years ago. But I kept this shirt because I said, you know what, one day I'm going to figure out how to fix this so that I can wear it. And I should probably do that, because I think I have enough of this fabric to recut the collar and do it the right way. Or even just put I could put it like a black collar on it. But this was lining fabric, and I wanted to use it because I was just excited because I had gotten the pattern the way that I wanted it. It was finally going to fit me, and I knew it was going to fit me, but I didn't want to go to the fabric store and buy more black fabric. But I had this lining fabric, and I said, well, it's too light. But then I got Threads magazine, and I saw in there this article about underlining. What was it, underlining? I can't think of the word, but where you take another fabric and put it together and treat the two pieces as one. So that's what I did with this. And that is why underneath it, you see polka dots. So you can sew too. Don't give up. That's all I can say. And if you mess up, that's okay. Push it to the side and keep going. And eventually you will get the final garment that you desire. So this is probably going to be one of my tried and true. I have a lot of fabric. I need a lot of shirts. And I'm going to go ahead and rock out with this one a couple more times. Thanks for watching and happy sewing.